Blackbeard's shocking Marijoa plan. Blackbeard is one of the many pirates in the hunt for the One Piece. This shouldn't come as a surprise to any fan, as Blackbeard has made this desire known himself. Blackbeard wants the One Piece for himself, and through it, he likely wants to control the whole world. Vegapunk recently stated that the person who goes on to claim the One Piece will have the fate of the entire world in their palms, which essentially means that Blackbeard's dream of claiming the One Piece could be related to him wanting to strengthen his grasp over the world. This only gives credence to the idea that Blackbeard wants to install himself at the very top of the world. When one speaks of the people at the very top, there's only one individual that comes to mind, and that person is Amu. Fans know that Amu sits at the very top and is one of the most influential individuals in One Piece, even though they are also the most mysterious ones. They are the sovereign of the world, and the one who rules the entire world from behind the shadows, and have done so for about 800 years now. Amu holds the same title that Blackbeard wants to attain. As was implied in the Egghead Island arc by Van Augur and Katarina Devon, Blackbeard wants the entire world. This means he wants the position that Amu holds right now, and his ambitions go beyond just wanting to become the Pirate King. As to how Blackbeard is going to achieve that, fans do not know. However, Blackbeard is an elite planner, and he has likely laid down a path towards it already. This is one of the reasons why Van Augur and Katarina Devon went to Egghead in the first place. There, fans saw Devon touch Saturn, one of the former Five Elders and a very powerful individual. Fast forward, fans then saw Blackbeard return to the Pirate Island, and there, he made contact with Lafitte. Clearly, Lafitte was carefully watching the port right under Marijoa, and Blackbeard then set out on yet another mission. It seems whatever Blackbeard is planning has to do with Marijoa, and when connecting the dots, one can only come to the conclusion that Blackbeard wants to invade this place. Naturally, fans might wonder as to how that is possible, but the answer is quite clear, and that is Katarina Devon. Will Blackbeard fight Amu? In the upcoming arc of One Piece, fans shouldn't be surprised if they see Blackbeard eventually make his way down the holy land of the celestial dragons, Marijoa. This infiltration will likely be made possible due to Devon's powers. As fans know, Devon has already touched Saint Satan, which means that she can now transform into him and utilize his Gyuki ability as well. Devon is likely to utilize this power to infiltrate with Lafitte and then possibly hypnotize the defenses of the entire establishment. Then, the Blackbeard pirates could make their entry, and potentially go on to fight the world government. But, it would be almost stupid to assume that Blackbeard wants to pick up a fight with those at the very top. His target is something more specific that only he knows lies in Marijoa, and that is what his eyes are on at this point in time. Whatever lies up there likely has to do with Blackbeard's dreams being fulfilled, and fans will likely get the answer to that soon enough. Naturally, fans might be wondering as to whether Blackbeard will fight against Amu here or not. There might be a skirmish between the characters, but Blackbeard won't be looking for an all-out fight. Right now, Blackbeard fighting against the government individuals would be considered suicide. The Five Elders are way too powerful, and Amu on top of them would be an overkill for Blackbeard to take on himself. Even with characters such as Kuzan by his side, this is not going to be easy for him to pull off at all. This is why Blackbeard is likely to do an infiltration mission and then get his hands on something massive that is going to put him in the lead for claiming the One Piece or becoming the king of the world. Blackbeard set to get his hands on the national treasure of Marijoa. Fans might be wondering what Blackbeard could infiltrate Marijoa for, and the answer to that question is the national treasure. The national treasure of Marijoa was teased in the Dressrosa arc, and up until this day, fans don't know what it truly is. Perhaps this national treasure is the ancient weapon Uranus, or it could be something else entirely. Whatever it is, Blackbeard has his eyes set on it and is likely going to gain access to it in the final saga. If he actually does manage to get his hands on it, then, it is highly likely that Blackbeard will take the lead in the race for the One Piece and will likely also force the world government to launch an all-out war against those who oppose them, making it a major trigger for the final war in the entire One Piece series. As to whether fans will actually get to see this infiltration or not, the answer is unknown. Oda loves to off-screen things at times, and developments surrounding Blackbeard are often dealt with on the side. But, at the very least, even if the fights are skipped, fans will likely see the infiltration taking place and then, the Blackbeard pirates setting their plan into action. Hopefully, this segment of One Piece will make it clear as to what Blackbeard truly wants and how he intends to accomplish it. Undoubtedly, things are getting incredibly exciting, especially in regards to Blackbeard, and the final saga is only going to heat up even more from here onwards.